Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty big information to go over. Riddler has once again posted some leaks regarding next week's Pokemon Presents for Pokemon Legends EA. We have a ton of new events and announcements to go over, some Nintendo updates, and a new rumor talking about a Red and Blue 2 being revealed next week during the Pokemon Presents. There's so much stuff to cover today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's talk about some new Pokemon events and announcements. The first one is for Pokemon Unite, which is also jumping on the Mega Evolution train. We've got Cerebi tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, Pokemon Unite has revealed that more Mega Evolved Pokemon will come to the game soon. So from September through to December, 2 Pokemon will be released per month. That is 8 new characters, because we're getting 2 in September, 2 in October, 2 in November, and 2 in December. I'd be very surprised if some of these new characters aren't going to be Pokemon that can Mega Evolve in Pokemon Legends EA. Let's take Dragolgi, for example. I don't think Dragolgi's in Pokemon Unite. Let's say Dragolgi's Mega Evolution gets revealed for Pokemon Legends EA, and then it gets added to Pokemon Unite. So I assume that all of these 8 Pokemon can Mega Evolve, which will be really, really interesting. So, like I say, everything is just fully on board with this Mega Evolution situation. They are just putting everything into Mega Evolutions. You know, all the games now, TCG, anime, everything is literally all Mega Evolution. We also have this update as well from PokeExperto regarding this update, saying the Pokemon Unite developers letter on the occasion of the game's 4th anniversary reveals some future Pokemon update plans. So obviously 2 Unite licenses, so playable Pokemon will be released per month from September to December 2025. Some Pokemon will have Mega Evolution to promote Pokemon Legends EA. Okay, so not every single one is going to be able to Mega Evolve, but some of them will. It says Groudon will appear at the final boss, or as the final boss in Sky Ruins of, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Thea, instead of Rayquaza. Upon defeating it, the team's Pokemon gain increased attack and scoring speed. If one of those Pokemon is knocked out by a rival, the rival Pokemon takes that bonus. And then also adjustments to the position of wild Pokemon and grass in Sky Ruins of Thea to facilitate gameplay for all Pokemon styles. So not every single Pokemon is going to be able to Mega Evolve, but that's 8 new characters over the course of 4 months. That's really good for Pokemon Unite, because we obviously get quite a few characters added anyway. But that's a ton. That's a ton of new characters. Anyway, moving on, let's talk Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We have the new Terra Raid event, which is now live. We've got Cerebi tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Mighty Komowo Terra Raid battle event has begun its 2nd run, with Blissey returning as additional raids. And this runs until the 20th of July at 23:59 UTC. We usually get another raid event or a mass outbreak event announced at the end of this. I don't think it's going to happen this weekend, because obviously we have the Pokemon Presents on Tuesday, so we're probably just going to get the new event announced during that. And then as well as that, Latios is also now a playable character in Pokemon Unite. Cerebi tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, Pokemon Unite has added Latios as a playable Pokemon with its marine style Hollow-Whip. And then as well as that, we have this update for Pokemon Go saying, Cerebi update, new Pokemon Go City Safari events have been announced for Amsterdam, Bangkok, Cancun, and Valencia and Vancouver in September 2025. So that's just a few dates that you should probably jot down if you are in any of those areas in 2025. But anyway, those are all of the Pokemon events and announcements that got revealed over the last 24 hours. Moving on, let's talk Pokemon Legends ZA leaks. You can tell that a Pokemon Presents is on its way, because Riddler has started posting daily about the Legends ZA game that's obviously we should be getting a ton of information about. So this was a post that he tweeted out on the 18th of October 2024 saying, would you join in them? Sure you would meet some familiar faces there, one of the code names. So that's obviously Quasartico Inc. Next up, though, he tweeted this out on the 18th of July, so very early hours of the morning, with a grass symbol, a fire symbol, and a water symbol, and then he says, from her. So this is very, very likely going to be, well, I mean, Armashinu kind of puts it perfectly. If you weren't aware, Mabel is going to be the professor in this game, and the fact that he says, you know, familiar faces, would you join them, looks like Mabel actually works for Quasartico, which looks like they are going to be some sort of evil, I guess, entity in this game, or evil sort of team. Maybe not an evil team, but they're going to be the ones doing the wrong things in this game. And it looks like in the trailer we are going to be seeing Mabel, who again was in Pokemon X and Y, as a Team Flare like admin or something. So now apparently she's good, but she still works for Quasartico, which is potentially going to be the evil guys. So maybe she's not good. But either way, it says, you know, grass, fire, water from her. So it looks like, even though we've already been introduced to the start Pokemon, we haven't been introduced to the Professor in this game. Obviously, we have Professor Sycamore, but he is going to be giving us the Kalos starters, I believe. But Mabel is going to be giving us the actual start Pokemon, so Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig. So very likely going to be the situation where we just get the cutscene shown in the trailer of Mabel presenting these start Pokemon to us. But either way, that looks like it's going to be present in the next trailer. I think that I think this is going to be a massive trailer. We're going to get introduced to Mabel, Emma, Sycamore might be there, hopefully a new Mega Evolution. Like, I think it's going to be a massive trailer, the biggest one that we've had so far, obviously. So that's the first thing that he tweeted out. And then the second thing he tweeted out was this. Which was a post from the 22nd of October saying your Mega Evolution puzzle, enjoy, and it had Poliwag, Paris, Pidgey, Tentacool, and Caterpie. Now, I don't know if we worked this out or anything, but it kind of came to the conclusion of like Rogue or something like that, which also goes hand in hand with these like Rogue Pokemon or Rogue Mega Evolutions that are going to be in Pokemon Legends ZA. Jean luckily sort of kind of translates it all for everybody and does a good job and kind of puts 2 and 2 together. So we've got Jean here tweeting out saying the Chinese text says coming soon. So Rogues likely being revealed in the next trailer. So this, like I say, it's a big trailer. Characters being introduced, Mabel, most likely Emma, most likely Sycamore. The starters kind of selection screen, Mega Evolutions, hopefully a new one, and then also Rogue Mega Evolutions being introduced in this game as well, which are Pokemon that kind of Mega evolve against their will. They start causing havoc and yada yada yada. It's seen that Absol potentially is the first one that we fight, so we might be seeing something regarding that. But yeah, Jean saying the Chinese text says coming soon, so Rogue's likely being revealed in the next trailer. For the other post, lightly suggesting, so obviously this one here with the grass, fire, water symbol, saying for the other post, lightly suggesting the trailer to introduce Mabel, specifically the scene where she gives us the starters. So these are pretty easy to kind of I guess conclude what he's posting here. So yeah, Mabel starter selection screen, Rogue Mega Evolutions, and hopefully a new Mega Evolution as well. I mean, they may as well just do 2 birds with 1 stone and reveal a new Mega Evolution that's going Rogue. So maybe it's like a Dragonite that Mega evolves against its will, goes Rogue. They'll probably do the Absol because that's the first one that we fight, apparently. But either way, we should still be getting some new Mega Evolutions as well. But it is teeing up to be a very, very good trailer. So yeah, very, very excited about it. But that is all of the kind of Legends EA leak updates there. What are your thoughts on it? Are you thinking that we might see Mabel, and who else do you think we'll see as well? Do you think we'll see Emma, Sycamore, all that jazz? And then also, what are your thoughts on the Rogue Mega Evolutions as well? Either way, it looks like we are going to have a really good trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA during the Pokemon Presents. Moving on, we have another update to go over regarding Nintendo. It's bringing back its mysterious online playtest program from last year, which saw approved Nintendo Switch users trying out an unnamed MMO style game. So this got leaked straight away. Nintendo were like, don't leak it. It got leaked instantly. Basically, you had to sign up and then you were anonymously chosen to try out this game. And now they've kind of come out of the woodwork again and spoken about it. So this was posted on VGC saying Nintendo is bringing back its mysterious online playtest from last year. So Nintendo tested an unannounced online game. So Nintendo is bringing back its mysterious online playtest program from last year, which saw approved Switch users trying out an unnamed MMO style game. So we will perform another test in the Nintendo Switch Online playtest program, Nintendo said on social media. From 8 AM PT on the 21st of July, so only 3 days away, Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can apply to participate on a first-come, first-served basis. So applications are now open for the second test, which Nintendo describes as the same service for which we performed a test in October of 2024, and will be available on both Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. Those who participated in the previous playtest can also participate in this playtest, Nintendo said. For this test, Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can apply to participate individually or as a group. So last year, players who successfully signed up for the mystery test were sent documentation on the program, including a series of requirements such as keeping the test content secret. That did not happen. However, images and details inevitably leaked online. Leaked images of the test showed what appeared to be an MMO of sorts, in which players work together to fully develop a massive, expansive planet by utilizing creativity and farmed resources. As you progress across the planet, you'll discover new lands, enemies, and resources that will become essential to your journey, it reads. So this was a post from Nintendo Prime with images of the playtest saying, this is what the select public test is on for Wednesday. No, I'm not in it. This is the new info learned just now from the app itself, which launches but just can't be played. Looks like a Nintendo MMO. This is crazy. It does look really good from the videos and images that have got loaded about this MMO. It does look very good. So screenshots appeared to show a game that resembles Minecraft, but with various beacons containing separate play areas placed on a giant planet. The higher your beacon is placed, the wider its beacon zone becomes, the app says. It also features a separate area called the Dev Core, which the game describes as a social hub to gather with other players. It adds, at the Dev Core, you can level up your character, get items you will need on your journey, and commune with others and more. It sounds like a really good game. So hopefully with these extra playtests and stuff, they are kind of getting closer and closer to an actual full announcement and a release date, because it does look and sound very fun, and I'm definitely going to be jumping on it for sure. But either way, make sure to sign up if you do want to have a go at the playtest. I think you just go to the Nintendo website. Yeah, just go to the Nintendo tweet, and obviously you can find out more there. So yeah, I mean, I've signed up, so hopefully I get the all clear, but we'll see. But either way, that is the Nintendo update. Moving on, we also have the Razer update to quickly go over. This was announced last week, I believe. We've got Go Nintendo tweet posting saying Pokemon times Razer collection available now. It's kind of exactly what we were expecting, to be fair. It's just Razer items with Pokemon on them. So last week, Razer announced that an official Pokemon collaboration would be announced today, and right on schedule, the collection has not only been fully revealed, but is available for purchase now. So including a keyboard, a headset, a mouse pad, these Pokemon-themed PC accessories featuring the Generation 1 starters can be ordered from Razer's official website and Amazon.com in the United States, Latin America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. Quite pricey, obviously, but yeah, you basically just get some Pokemon-themed kind of PC accessories if you want to grab those. I don't know, I'm not too fussed about them, but either way, that's available now if you want to grab them. Finishing things off for today's video as well, we have a new rumor to go over suggesting we're going to get a Pokemon Red 2 and Blue 2 for the Nintendo Switch 2 early 2026. There's a lot of twos in that sentence. Obviously take this with a massive grain of salt. We don't have to wait long to see if it's announced or not, because the Pokemon Presents is in 4 days. But either way, it was on 4chan, so we'll see what happens. It says Pokemon Red 2 and Pokemon Blue 2 will be revealed at the upcoming Pokemon Presents. So it's going to be a sequel to the original games. Again, this is like a full circle sort of Kanto situation for the 30th anniversary. Again, I don't know if they're going to do any Kanto representation next year. I don't know how much Kanto is going to play a role in Generation 10. But I feel like because it is the 30th anniversary, they probably are going to go back to Kanto in some way, shape, or form. They might just do like that in the variation of like a TCG set. Obviously, we had the 151 set, we had the 25th anniversary set. They might do a 30th anniversary set for TCG. They might do like in the anime. It'd be really cool if like Ash came back or something along those lines. Anyway, yeah, so sequel to the original Pokemon Red and Blue games. So it's a top-down chibi gameplay similar to BDSP. So this would mean that it's probably getting worked on by Pokemon Works or Ilka or whatever. Again, a lot of people did not like BDSP. Understandably, there were a few flaws with the game. But at the end of the day, I think if they just sorted everything out, it wouldn't have been too bad. But yeah, again, a chibi Kanto game, it sounds okay-ish, but obviously Gen 10 is going to be the big game next year anyway. So it says Kanto starters, obviously, so Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. The protagonist design is inspired by Red and Green, so it doesn't look like we are going to be playing as Red and Green, but the protagonist is inspired by them, so we could be like their kid or something like that. And then it says the region map has expanded on the east side, so it doesn't seem like Johto is in. So obviously on the east side, you've got like the cycling road and everything, and kind of like Celadonish and stuff. So that gets expanded. So maybe like more islands kind of pop up. I mean, Johto is literally right there, isn't it? So, or is it on the other side? I don't remember. But either way, if Johto's not in, then it means that something would have had to happen. I don't really know. Like, you can't just remove Johto because it's a whole region that's connected to Kanto. It says Pokemon in Generation 4 are present, unsure on Pokemon after Gen 4. So does that just mean Gen 4, or does it mean Gen 2, 3, and 4? Then goes on to say Mega Evolutions are in the game. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I say, everything is going Mega Evolution crazy right now. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we do get another kind of game as well as Gen 10 next year that Mega Evolution is going to be present. It says an option to adventure alongside one other person. So I assume that's kind of like the co-op that we get in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where you just shake the Joy-Con and then they just obviously appear. And then it says it's developed by Ilka, so not Pokemon Works. Again, Pokemon Works is a subsidiary of Ilka and Game Freak, and I feel like if they were going to work on this, if they were going to make this game, it would be Pokemon Works, but I don't know, that's just kind of my opinion on it. It says Nintendo Switch 2, so I assume that's going to be a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive Pokemon game, which would be the first Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive Pokemon game as well, because obviously Legends EA is available on both consoles. Generation 10 apparently is only going to be available on the Nintendo Switch 2, but apparently this is also only going to be available on the Nintendo Switch 2. And it says early 2026 release date. So yeah, I mean, look, I think it's very unlikely we're going to get a red and blue 2, but yeah, we don't have to wait too long anyway. The Presents is in 4 days. It's getting announced during this Pokemon Presents, apparently. We'll see what happens. But either way, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider leaving a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. The Red and Blue 2 rumor. That's really difficult to say. The Nintendo playtest. And then, of course, also the leaks for Pokemon Legends EA. Presents next week. What are your thoughts on everything that Riddler Coup has said? And then, yeah, like I said, there's a ton of other events and announcements that have also been made in the last 24 hours. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like I say, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.